So welcome back, YouTube. Today's the big one, the belts and rollers. But before that, can I do a little update from the previous one where I did the coolant, if I've got this all in sync. Place a little, if you can see here, a little piece of tape with the dates, the month and the year. So that it reminds me of, in 2 years' time, if I've not done a 6,000 miles within those 2 years, which I will be. But it reminds me when to change the coolant next every 2 years. And after marking the date, these arrived. This goes on a socket and allows you to twist the filter on or off. So I gave it just a little nip, nothing much, it was already hand tight. So I just gave it a little nip, that was good. Nice little tool there. And a 25mm socket to give the main oil plug a little nip, but it didn't need that, and that was fine. So that's that little update. So now we're on with the belt and the roller. Oh dear, what a bit of fun this has been. I got a stuck nut. And the nut in question, just one second, was holding this on. So it was holding this on. I was going to replace this anyway because it got scratched somehow. And it was down here. It was on the bottom here. These two came out no problem. But this one just would not move for love or money at all. And here is the little perisher. You can see that. What mess it's in. Yeah. And that was stuck in there. Absolutely jammed. I couldn't do anything. I actually did buy a set of these nut extractors that have a, let me show you. Where's the one I used? This one. They have some kind of like flute in there. Yeah. That grabs the nut and then it cuts into it and then you can get it off. Now initially that didn't work and I thought, oh God, there's 30 quid I've wasted. But then, so that was, wasn't pleased. Because I didn't want to take the head off and leave the stud in there as some kind of, it just didn't feel right to me. I wanted to get that out completely. So I knew I already had to break this off because it was the only way of doing it. So that's going to be replaced. Got the parts coming. But how to get this baby off? Well, my mate Gary at work also gave me that bit of pipe to do the spanner, to do the suspension. Lent me a big chisel thing, a big metal chisel, of which I don't know if you'll see this at all whatsoever. But I managed to chop off part of the collar. I thought, oh no, this is getting bad to worse. And then I thought, hold on. That's giving me a flat edge, right? You think you know where it's coming now, don't you? Because I'm looking down here at these things. I've got the next size up and got the baby in there, yeah? And I managed, this initially went on sort of like that, it's all crooked, so I managed to get it straight. And thankfully, with a high pressure, slow turn, really slow, it moved. And I just went gingerly for what seemed like ages, probably wasn't. I didn't get it on video because I was just trying to do it. And obviously I got it out. So now we can crack on. get the others out, which I have tentatively checked, I'm going to be honest with you, because I just didn't know whether this was a complete mess. But I gave a few a little crack, and yeah, they're okay. So can't change the plastic today because it's not here yet. It's on its wing this way from Europe, which is where I was able to get one of these. I can't believe it's a 3-year-old vehicle and I can't buy these here in the UK. Unbelievable, but there we are. So I'm going to shut up. We'll go over to the bike and we'll see how far we get before I start spouting Latin. There's no way that was right poundage. Yeah, that's right. So what time is my back that way? There we go. Dust in there, give that a good clean. Clean. There. That's sound, okay. So, after 6,000 miles, do that. Yeah. Got them out. And You know when you know you've done everything right and you've got no spare washers, so everything's in there. Everything should be how it should be, I think. And I've done the Newton meters on the doodahs, on the bolts correctly, I think. 60 and 75, I think. But you know, when you think you've done everything right, but it's your first time and you just don't know. So now I'm going to go and push the button and see what happens. Oh dear. Have I done everything right? I can't fit the plastic case until it comes, so it's on its way. So just push the bloody button. Oh God. You get a grand eye view if I've blown it up. Here we go. We did it, yep. Test ride was a success, although it was only up and down the road. But that's enough to tell that I've done something dramatically wrong. So there we are, done. The belt and the variator, getting the words now. The coolant, the oil and the gearbox oil, all done. And then the last things that need to be done, well, for now, are the paint jobs that I've got to do on the rear where there was rust, on the panel where there was damage when I bought it anyway, so I knew that, and a few bits and pieces here and there, and then we should be what I would regard in a bit of good nick. So there we go. So thank you for watching the little series. I'll do the spray one as well, spannering the spray. But it might take a little bit longer because it's a bit of prep work and whatever. I'll try and keep it short. So this little series has helped. It's helped me because I'll remember next time how to do things and all that sort of stuff. So it's good for me as well. Hopefully it's good for you. Share it, like it, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And see you out and about, maybe on the road somewhere. Remember the bright orange one with the idiot on board. Stay well, ride carefully, stay safe on them roads.